Everybody talks about sports betting and the integrity of the game, but what about gambling and the integrity of healthcare? Because Kalshi is now rolling out prediction markets where people can bet on whether clinical trials succeed or fail and whether certain drugs get FDA approval. And some of these trials involve cancer treatments. Just think about how insane that is. There are real patients in these trials, real families desperately waiting to find out if a treatment works, and now there can be money on the other side rooting for it to fail. But here's where it gets even crazier. Think about how many people could have information about a clinical trial before the general public does. That could be researchers, doctors, pharmaceutical employees, people involved with that trial. There's going to be people who know about side effects, patient outcomes, or preliminary results before they're publicly released. If you traded a pharmaceutical stock using material, non-public information, you could have huge insider trading problems. But now we've created a market where people can put money directly on the outcome of the trial itself. And Kalshi's argument is that these markets can actually provide useful information by predicting whether a drug will succeed. Yeah, maybe. But we need to start asking a much bigger question, because we were worried about gambling compromising the integrity of sports. Then we let people bet on elections, political events, wars, and now on the outcomes of potentially life-saving medical treatments. At some point, prediction market just becomes a nicer way of saying we found something else to gamble on. And if we care about the integrity of a football game because people can bet on it, what happens when the thing we're betting on is someone else's healthcare?